All right, welcome to Smokey Reacts. I'm your boy journalist, and on this one, we are here to check out another video from Google Foods. This one is going to be finally the vegan Wagyu has arrived. For me, I call bullshit. I'm sorry. I don't see how we have vegan Wagyu. I don't know how that works, but I'm curious. So that's what we're gonna check out today. Thank you guys very much for joining me. If you could please hit that like, subscribe, Patreon's in the description, and let's get into this one.
This is one of the most prestigious cut of meat in the world. This whole piece is called a chateaubriand, which is the center cut of the tenderloin. Now as I take a slice off, you can clearly see the intramuscular
That's that filet mignon.
fat. This lets you know that it is not a regular grade of steak. And if you guessed Wagyu, you are right. You see this little marbling between the meat of white? That is what makes this much more desirable than anything you find on your regular supermarket. However, this is extremely expensive, but most importantly, it is meat. Unlike the star of the show today, it's called Juicy Marble's whole cut loin, and supposedly it is the only vegan steak that actually has intramuscular fat. Well, we're gonna be the judge of that, because my nephew can sense vegan food from a mile away. Now, cooking instructions is pretty simple. Keep it refrigerated, do not refreeze, which is a good sign, and most importantly, always cook to an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. So I went ahead and took it out of the bag. Now, I'll be honest with you.
If it's vegetables, why does it need to be 165? That doesn't make sense. It's a vegetable, and it's not meat. So why does it need to reach a certain particular temperature?
This looks like Play-Doh. It does not feel like meat. It is very dense. At the same time, I was extremely curious to find out what was inside. And as you can see, wow! Now that was surprising. Even though it does not have intramuscular fat like the previous steak, it looks like meat to me. I mean, I've done several other experiments.
Why this nigga lying, bro? You cook too many steaks. I love Googa. That nigga be talking sometimes. It looks like meat to me, you lying ass. Why you lying so hard?
Before trying out fake meat, and they did not look good at all. However, this one is different. When you take a closer look, you can see that they tried really hard, and that gave me hope. So I went ahead and continued to cut out some steaks. My goal was to have 1.5 inches thick. As you know, this is the perfect thickness for steaks. But just to really understand the texture a little bit more, I decided to slice a very
Look like meat, but it crumble like this. Stop it.
small amount. And as I did so, wow, it really resembles meat. However, it resembles cooked meat, not raw. So that was super interesting to me. I mean, take a look at this. Doesn't it look like pulled pork? I mean, honestly, comparing this with Beyond Meat is something else. I can understand why many people are saying that this is the Wagyu of plant-based meat. However, I'm not convinced until we try it.
That shit look like it's made out of like oyster mushroom or something.
Because take a look at them side by side. You can clearly see which one is real and which one is not. But at the same time, do you think it can fool someone just by the look? Does it look like real meat to you? Let me know in the comments down below. Because now that we have all of the steaks ready, the next thing to do is to go ahead and season them. For that, I wanted to keep it real simple. A good amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder. And like always, one of the most important things is to make sure to season all sides. The last thing we want is to have unseasoned fake meat, because as you can see, once I was done, they were perfectly seasoned and they are now ready to be cooked. But just in case these do not turn out fantastic, I went ahead and made an incredible side dish for us today. And I'll be honest with you, this one is delicious.
But that shit look like I just had one. I wouldn't call it like a steak pie. It is like a steak pie, but like the UK version. But that should look even better. Damn, that should look good.
But most importantly, it is ridiculously easy to make, and here's how. The first and most important thing to make is the filling. I first started with some ground beef. I'm using 80-20. Then I immediately threw in some white onions. This will infuse the flavor and cooked everything up at the same time. Once I got a nice color, I went ahead and threw in some tomato paste, a little bit of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper, and mixed everything together. As I started to get a little bit of color, I went ahead and threw in some chicken stock. This is to deglaze the pan. You can also use wine or anything else you like, but I feel like chicken stock is just gonna make the perfect flavor. And at the same time, on a different pan, I went ahead and crispened up some bacon, because you know we gotta cook some real meat on this channel. Once the bacon was fully cooked and dried, I threw them into the pan.
See, now I would have reversed this process. I would have fried off my bacon first, so I could have got the fat from that, and then all the veggies like the garlic and onion that he had in the meat, I would have cooked those in my bacon fat, and then I would have tossed in the ground beef, and then we would have judged them all together. That way, that's how we get them extra layers of flavor, because we would have got the fond from the ground beef and the bacon with all the really good onion flavors, onion and garlic flavors. Oh, it would have been a medley of flavor. Oh, it's been so good.
Followed by some finely diced jalapeno, Worcestershire sauce, and some gochujang Korean chili paste. Mix everything well and combine these ingredients together, because my filling was done. And I mean, take a look at this thing. That looks already delicious enough to eat, but we're gonna take it to a whole nother level. And instead of making my own dough, I'm gonna be using this, the one that you can buy it in any supermarket.
Cheetah bread.
Using your fingers, just open up the dough. Then if you want a nice presentation, just cut out some slits just like this. Add some mozzarella cheese on the bottom, followed by that incredible filling we just made. And make sure to be generous with it, as now the next step is to go ahead and start closing it up. Once that was done, it is now ready to be baked. So into the oven it went at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 20 minutes. As soon as it was fully baked, the next step was to go ahead and brush some butter on it. And we all
Paula
know
Deen
butter
would be
makes
proud, my
everything
boy.
better. To wrap it up, all I did was add a little bit of parsley on top, and today's side dish is done. Now let's be
Trey
honest here.
Magnifi.
It is bread, cheese, and meat. Come on now. There's no way that this is not
I
going
need a
to be
little bit more
delicious.
cheese,
However,
though.
I cannot
A little
say
bit
the
more
same exact thing
queso.
about today's steak. One of them I'm very confident, but the other one, as you already know, I am curious to find out how it's gonna taste, and most importantly, what are my taste tester gonna think? Because the only thing left to do now is to go ahead and cook them. First, I'll be putting a nice, wonderful sear, because once that's done, I'll be cooking them in indirect heat until I reach an internal temperature of 135 degrees Fahrenheit. And for that, I'll be using my wireless thermometers. So now I say, it is enough talking, and it is time to grill some beautiful steaks. So let's do it.
No, sir. That look like tree bark.
All right, everybody, here we got our beautiful steak. All right, everybody, here we got our beautiful steak, your favorite, filet mignon. And I got a little side dish today.
Looks good.
Right? It's a little simple, but it was good.
It doesn't look too simple to me. It looks good. I'm sad that it's on that side of the table.
Oh, really?
I would like to get to it first.
Yeah, but at least you got the steaks closer to you.
I don't know, Google. It looks like something went wrong here.
So here we have two types
did.
of meat. We have
The continual usage of make it look like meat instead of make these vegetables taste good. And this is why I take issue with that particular point. I get we are trying to convert a lot of people that standardly eat meat. However, if you just force people to eat the vegetable and make the vegetable taste good, it will open the mind. And this is from a person who thinks an animal must die to make dinner. However, I have learned that's actually not necessary. Or you can have really good foods without them. Or technically, I guess the thing I'm going to use is vegetarian because it has milk. Did it have cheese? No, it didn't. This is a vegan sandwich. You can make a nice ciabatta loaf. I feel like that's what's it called. That's vegan. I don't know. So let's just assume that is. That's the only thing I don't really know. But you take a ciabatta loaf, put a little olive oil on that bit, and then you put it in the oven, toast it up a little bit, and then you get some pesto. The green one. I don't know about the red. You put that green pesto on both sides of that joint, and then you layer it with some good tomatoes. Make sure you season your vegetables now. You get some heirlooms. You get some just tomatoes you got going around. You get them little cherry tomatoes and chop them up and then season them up real good with a little bit of oil, salt, pepper, a little Italian seasoning. Toss that bitch on there. do that, some onions. Then, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all. Oh yeah, and then you make olive oil, balsamic mixture, drizzle that on top. Be the best sandwich you had. No, it's delicious. It's delicious. There's no animals. It's all veg, and it's just packed full of flavor. It's not necessary. And this belief that you have to try and make it look like meat to get people to eat it is just lazy. It's lazy. Make people eat the thing, then they'll understand it. It's no.
I have a nice, beautiful filet mignon from my meat dealer. And this one right here is a new Wagyu that they came out with. I bought this thing and I'm super... Why are you laughing?
There's no way that's Wagyu. Like
It is.
this thing is falling apart. It looks drier than the Sahara Desert. You're not telling me that that's Wagyu.
I'm telling you, I don't know why it's a little
Not
bit
believing
shredded.
it.
Maybe I overcooked it a little bit or something.
May I?
Yes. So here's the deal. Which one would you guys like to try first?
I say this one, but
Filet mignon.
Again, please.
Oh my God. This is how. Oh, this is the smell I want in a steak. Oh my God.
All right, let's give it a try and let you guys know. Enough talking. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
whoa!
You enjoy
Mind
it.
your business.
You enjoy it.
Mind your business.
You, what do you think?
It's a delicious steak, so succulent, so moist, extremely tender like a filet mignon always is. Beautiful charcoal crust that just brings it all together. Love, love, love the steak.
The thing about filet mignon that people don't really understand is the difference in texture on the inside compared to like the difference in texture on the inside of, let's say, a ribeye or a New York strip. It is so much softer.
Yeah.
For me, this
Preach,
will
my
never be
brother.
thumbs down. This will always be thumbs
Preach.
up.
Gotta say, this is a delicious steak. I love it. It is very flavorful, extremely juicy, everything you would expect from a steak. But now I'm excited to try this one. Are you guys ready?
No.
Side dish.
Side dish?
Side dish.
Okay,
Yeah,
go
side
for it.
dish.
Dig in and enjoy.
This looks very well presented.
It looks fancy,
On
but
air.
it's not. Let's give
On
it a
air.
try right now. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, come on.
No, that's good right there.
There's a lot of textures going on here. Crispy outside. The bread is also nice and fluffy on the inside. You have like this crumbly ground beef. I can taste some bacon. It's rich. It has.
It's savory as hell.
Yeah.
That's the word for this.
You guys enjoy the side dish?
Very
It's
much.
good.
Beautiful. Okay, so here's the deal. This, I'll be honest, you guys already got me. It is not a Wagyu, but it is a wild animal. So it's a different kind of wild animal. It is very difficult to get this kind of meat. It's wild. You never had it. I never had it. Let me know how it tastes. Be as honest as you can. Please dig in. We're all hunters. We love. I don't know about you. Never hunted, huh?
I caught a fish one time.
Rob from Deer Meat for Dinner. We gotta take this man hunting, please. We gotta take him hunting. What do you want to hunt first?
Not this. Whatever this is, I don't want to hunt this. This does not smell good.
You got him. You cracked him. You cracked him. He's dying over here. I can't even breathe. That's so funny.
Rob, let us know in the comments down below what we should hunt with Leo, and we're gonna make it happen.
Hey, shout out to Rob. Probably one of the nicest.
If we gonna go hunting, that means you don't get to use no traps, no blinds. You don't get to use no urine. Man really should be out there with a compound bow. I'm not really mad at a rifle either. I'm just saying, don't like a real hunt. Like let's make the playing field level, cause if you really out here man versus food and you really want to knock something down, to really hunt that motherfucker. Don't be out here fucking tricking the animal to come near you so you can shoot his ass. That's cheating. Really hunt that nigga. Otherwise, take your ass to the grocery store. Leave the animal alone. Now, if you live in a state where overpopulation of certain animals like deer and that make it actually dangerous to drive, then it's a little different. But man, don't travel to those states to hunt. They stay in their local area and hunt the stuff that doesn't need to be hunted for the most part.
YouTubers I've ever met.
Rob is my brother, everybody. That's all I can say. With all that being said, wild mid time. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Terrible. Terrible. Terrible.
No.
Muy malo.
I think this animal, had a little problem. I did not enjoy that, everybody. It was not great.
The way it breaks apart in your mouth is very different. It doesn't have any like juice flowing from it or any juice at all when you take a bite.
It is dry.
It doesn't have like a very nice flavor either. I don't know, it just has like one overtone of just savoriness that has no real depth at all.
It's kind of rubbery. The taste is pretty bad. Yeah, I wouldn't want to eat that again.
I think the only redeeming quality that this piece of meat has is the charcoal on it.
I will say that even though the flavor is a little bit and awkward, the texture, at least, it reminds me of meat.
It's not awkward.
No?
It's bad.
So here's the deal. It is not meat.
No.
It is plant-based.
Oh my God.
We are carnivores, everybody. We love meat, so to us, it's not very appealing. If you think by any chance that this is the same thing as a steak, no.
Google question, is this supposed to be...
This is where, in the beginning, this is what I'm saying. He just be talking. You can't say by any chance that this is a steak and then say no. But in the beginning, you like, oh, it's just like meat. My nigga just be talking sometimes. Like, it's not meat. You know it's not meat. Don't refer to it as meat. Refer to it as plant-based. Well, let's just be honest. Let's just make better vegetable dishes. My boy Coco came over the other day and made a mushroom pasta. Yeah, cream mushroom pasta dish. Oh, it was delicious. It's delicious with the little button mushrooms. Delicious. Man wasn't like, oh, it's going to taste just like meat. Nigga just gave me food, and it tasted good. I wasn't like, I need a steak. I need chicken. I need nothing. It's so upsetting. It's so upsetting. How I feel about it needs to look like meat argument is the same way I feel about how people are like, oh, the attention span for people that listen to music is much shorter. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's a goddamn lie. Because if your favorite artist puts out a long song, you'd fucking listen to a long song. Just like if the food is good, doesn't matter if it's a fucking dead animal or if it's all plants. If it's tasty, people will eat it. That's all that matters. Stop trying to fake it. Just give me good veggies.
The vegan version of that,
yes,
then they are way off.
But is it right to say that it has a feeling and a texture of meat, not a steak?
I think that's fair. You guys need to get some juicier plants, man. This is
Yeah, these plants need a little bit more
juice. This is too
juicy.
dry. It's too dry.
But anyway, guys, these are the results. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in anything I use, everything's always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, buddy. Bye-bye.
All right, shout out to that man Guga. I really do enjoy watching this content. I have a lot to say when I hear some shit I don't like. However, I love the content that this man puts forward. So despite all my shit talking, still my guy. So that said, thank you guys very much for joining me. If you could please hit that like, subscribe. Patreon is in the description, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out of here. Peace.